Hey guys, welcome back. As you can tell, we've gotten a lot done since our last video. Over the next few weeks, we're going to do our best to catch you up on what we've been up to out here at our home. This will be one of two videos we're going to be posting that go over the framing portion of the home. And if you guys have any questions about anything we're doing, methodologies, products used, or anything else, just drop them in the comments section below and we'll try to address them on the second video.
So in this video, we're going to be covering our water and sewer line installation, as well as our floor joists, our subfloor, and our pier connections. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We're building our own modern off-grid home here in the mountains of North Carolina, and we'd love for you to follow along. So let's get into it.
This is just the water line that goes from our home to our well. We're still waiting after almost 4 months here for a well pump, which are seemingly not in existence right now. But we went ahead and installed the water line from the well across the driveway. And one of the things that was recommended to me by the grader here is that we encase the water line underneath the road where there will be driving and, possibly movement of the earth over time. So we sleeved our water line in another piece of PVC just to give it some added protection underneath the driveway here. Not something I felt was necessary, but at this point, it's better safe than sorry. I'd rather spend the extra $150, $200 now than have to dig up my driveway 6 months from now because I didn't listen. As far as the sewer line goes, this is just the sewer line where it exits the house right here under our powder room, and then it will come out to our septic system. Septic systems were pretty challenging. Well, at least in this part of the country, it was pretty challenging to get our hands on the parts for the septic system. It took a few months, but we actually got everything we need now, so that will be in an upcoming video. So the first thing we did on this house after the foundation was complete to start our framing was we laid out our perimeter joists, which on this home are all made of LVL. So the entire perimeter of each floor system here is at least one LVL and sometimes up to 6, depending on what type of load is going to be placed on top of the floor. Once that was done, we made all of our connections. We used a lot of Simpson buckets to connect all of our perimeter joists. And then we started laying out our I-joists, and these are 11 7/8 inch I-joists, and we laid them out 16 inches on center. And we used, once again, Simpson buckets to capture the ends and make the connection. The buckets that we used can be installed with just nails, but we find it easier to install 4 screws on those hangers and come back and nail off the rest later. Okay, so what I'm doing here is to connect our floor system and our home in general to these piers. We had some 1/4-inch plate steel plasma cut by some friends of ours here in town. Those are going to bolt to the concrete columns, and then there are structural screws that go through the sheathing on our home into the LVL or engineered lumber floor band. So what I'm doing now is I'm just drilling out with an SDS drill. I'm drilling out the columns, and then I'll clean out the holes really well. And then we'll put some 5/8" galvanized threaded rod in there with some 2-part epoxy. We'll let that set up. We'll cut them off. Then we'll bolt these plates to the columns, securing the home. So once the I-joists were installed, we went ahead and snapped a couple chalk lines for reference and started laying out our subfloor. We're using Advantech subflooring, and we're also using Advantech foaming subfloor adhesive. I really like the foam subfloor adhesive. A lot of people are a little hesitant about it. One of the things I do that it doesn't necessarily state anywhere that I know of on the instructions is when we drop our panels down, I don't like to drop them like we usually do with standard subfloor adhesive. I like to gently set them down so as not to get rid of all the air out of the foam. To fasten the subfloor, we're using a Milwaukee M18 drywall gun that was retrofitted to a Simpson quick drive extension. It took a little work to get that to work right, but man, this thing is great. No need for a cord. Just go all day on 1 or 2 batteries. I think it took us to do this. We don't have power here, so there's really no other choice for us. And we're really thankful that battery technology has come along as far as it has. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Like we mentioned before, drop any comments or questions you may have in the comment section, and we'll answer them in the next video where we'll be wrapping up the framing on this house. See you next time. So let's get into it. Oh no, that's not right.